Pleasure or pain, come loss or come gain, be praised or be blamed, I remain just the same, for nothing and no one is mine, for anger nor pride have I time. I seek God alone, only Thee, in Thy love and Thy joy I am free. I seek God alone, only Thee, in Thy love and Thy joy I am free. I am strong in myself, I am free. Hello friends, and welcome to our daily broadcast Monday through Friday of the unpublished writings of Paramhansa Yogananda. My name is Nayaswami Hriman. I happen to be talking to you from the beautiful Ananda community near Linwood, Washington, north of Seattle. Today I have yet another poem for you. You know, Paramhansa Yogananda loved the poem The Hound of Heaven by Francis Thompson, but then he wrote his own version of The Hound of Heaven called The Heart of Heaven. I think, what is a heart? Is it like a deer or something? Anyway, here's it goes. Inspired by The Hound of Heaven by Francis Thompson. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit long. Like wild, cruel hunter sure of my prey, I chased for the heavenly heart through forests of dark desires, mazes of my passing pleasures. Through corridors of ignorance I raced for him. The heart of heaven, farther, farther he fled, driven, afraid of me, equipped with spears keen of selfishness. As he fled, the earth echoed, I am more fleet, swifter than thy feet, of fiery passion's greeds, which vainly rush at me. None reach me who frighten me, and thus make me wise. Then I flew on the plains of heavenly prayer, in pursuit of this deer, but crashed to earth. Of restlessness I fell, the deer yet flies, the echo replies, I am fleeter than thy noisy plain of prayer. In the earliest hour of the chase startled me, I fly beyond thy sight. My spears, my dogs, my plain I left, stealthily I crept. Without devotion, thou art a poor, poor marksman. Though I shot again and again at the heavenly heart, it fled crying, I am beyond the range of thy mental dart. I am beyond. In despair I gave up the chase, and finding a secret lair of love in me, by strange intuition and curiosity led, I strolled deeply within. Lo, there came my heart of heaven, willingly walking in. Eager, devoted, steadily I shot again and again with my concentration dart, afraid it might fly. I missed many times, yet it stirred not, moved not, fled not. There my heavenly heart, wounded by devotion's dart, lay gasping, dying in me. And its vanishing breath sang through the silent earth, echoing within me, None can seize me save with the help of mine, save only mine. I am thine. Receive me. Isn't that fun? So what he's saying there can be commented upon in many ways, but I'm going to start on the thread of the fact that in the yoga world, and this includes the Ananda world where we share the teachings and techniques of Paramhansa Yogananda, from basic meditation to advanced meditation such as Kriya Yoga, we have, because of the scientific orientation of our minds that I have commented upon in recent broadcasts, we have an orientation towards the technique of meditation which, like that dart, falls short of the heavenly heart. And in this case, heart is a pun, being spelled H-A-R-T as a animal, I guess it's a deer or something, yeah? Or H-E-A-R-T, meaning the heavenly heart. And so this is a shortcoming of ours, culturally speaking, and I've commented upon it before, it's a worthwhile orientation. I'll call it the left brain view of the world and the view of life, but it's simply not adequate to reach the goal of true happiness, not adequate to reach the heavenly realms which lie within us, as Jesus said. You all listening have no doubt heard it said, and perhaps heard it read, that Swami Sri Yukteswar, the Jnanavatar of this age, guided and expressing himself through wisdom, yet nonetheless stated that without devotion one cannot make one step in advancing on the spiritual path. And so I come to speak of you of the need of devotion. I won't speak of what devotion is. It's like saying, what does an apple or an orange taste like? You could talk all day about it, but you just have to experience it. And so I'm not going to speak of devotion in a definitional sense, but what I'm going to speak of instead, which is probably more accessible to the scientific mind, which is stillness, which I have spoken of before. Stillness is like wiping the slate of the ego mind or clean, or like sweeping the porch, as Yogananda did after cosmic consciousness, guided by his guru, Swami Sri Yukteswar, to sweep clean the restlessness, the natural turbulence, Yogananda called it, of the mind. There's a beautiful story of a devotee girl named Sabari who would daily sweep the path leading to her forest hut. Amidst in her neighborhood were sadhus practicing, wild austerities of one sort or another, or complicated meditation techniques. But little Sabari merely swept the path clean each day, awaiting the visit of Rama, or her Lord, as it were. And it was to her little hut that the divine beloved was both welcomed and came. And so it is that with stilling the restless mind and its natural turbulence, we too, like Sabari, can brush the path to our heart clean. And as we sit in the silence with an open heart, door of my heart open wide I keep for thee, then the Lord will come. Swami Kriyananda once replied to an atheist in Australia. He said, "Hey, mate, I'll listen to your talk, but I'm an atheist, so what do you have to tell to me?" And so Swami Kriyananda, with a little smile on his lips, I think, paused reflectively and said, "Well, why don't you see God as, why don't you aspire to be the best you can be, to be the highest you can imagine yourself to be, and call that good enough, God enough?" And so, "Oh, that works for me, mate." And so he walked off. And so it is that seeking the stillness within, if we're not inclined devotionally, then seek the stillness within and be open. Be at least agnostic in a heartfelt sense, meaning whoever's out there, whoever's in there, come to me. I'm willing. Isn't there a story? Didn't Jacob wrestle with an angel, or somebody wrestled with an angel? These people wrestle with angels apparently, and so wrestle with the angel within yourself. Be willing to confront, to receive, to be open to intuition, the guardian angel of your soul, which in fact is your soul. Your guardian angel, I'm convinced, is nothing less than the soul. I mean, I'm not saying there isn't a guardian angel, but I think they're one and the same. That's my 2 cents. I'm sticking with it. And so chase that hound, be the hound of heaven. Chase that heavenly heart within yourself. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to stop. I could add a few other things, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save that for a rainy day. All right, great souls. Be the hound of heaven and capture the heart. of your heart. Okay, for now,